brothers and sisters, and welcome to The Last Ego on Earth. My name is James Scott Shoemaker, and tonight we are going to go ahead and continue on to Lesson 5 in the Workbook for Students in the Foundation for Inner Peace edition here of A Course in Miracles. Man, I'm ready to get started. How are you guys ready? I am. Let's do this. Remember, I'm here to just be your buddy. We're going to make it through this. We're going to do it together. We're going to join minds, and we're going to get through the fear and the upset and all the sadness in the world. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to do it. All right, guys, here we go. Lesson 5. I am never upset for the reasons I think. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true. However, until you learn that form does not matter, each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Apply the same idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing they are all the same. So what Jesus is saying here is that all upsets are the same. They all stem from the same mad idea that we had at the very beginning. When we were one sonship, there was no pain, there was no separation whatsoever yet. But when we fell asleep and went into this dream of separation, all those things occurred. And we dreamt of all the madness that there could be in the world. There seems to be many problems happening in the world, but they're all stemming from the one tiny mad idea that we can be separated from our Creator. It was that tiny mad idea that we could even be separated from God in the first place. That is the tiny mad idea that is stemming out to become all these different things. Hatred, separation, anger, anxiety, all those things stem from our original concept that we could be separate, which of course is not true at all. We're still home in God right now as we speak. We're just living in a dream of separation right now. Because soon as the problem was there, it was corrected by the atonement, which God put in place, and also had Jesus be in charge of that atonement. And brought Holy Spirit, which Holy Spirit is all of the sonship back to wholeness, coming back into the dream, helping waking us up. It's pretty wild, guys. It's the best sci-fi movie that you can think of. It truly is. All right, guys, let's continue. So this is paragraph 2. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am not angry at blank for the reasons I think. I am not afraid of blank for the reasons I think. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe and forms of upset which you think result. In these exercises, more than in any preceding ones, you may find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to proceed the exercises with the statement, there are no small upsets. They are equally disturbing to my peace of mind. Then examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this. I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purpose of these exercises, then, I will regard them as the same. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so, and try to identify a number or different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each of them, using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it and of the feeling as you experience it. Further examples are, I am not worried about blank for the reasons I think. I am not depressed about blank for the reasons I think. 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Just remember, this is unclogging our mind. This is going to be taking out all of that fear and the anger and all these upsets that we have, realizing that there is no bigger or smaller upset. It all stems from the very first, number one mad thought that we had at the very beginning of time. And that's that we could be separated from our Father, our Creator, God. We started hiding, kind of like a child would if, let's say, they got into the cookie jar. It's like you hear mom or dad in the living room going, "Are you in the cookie jar?" And the little kid takes the cookie, what am I going to do? And then runs, hides under the bed, hides in their closet. Hid. They felt guilty for doing so because they think that their dad or mom are going to be upset. They're going to get punished. So, hey, what better way to hide into a billion different things, right? And then on top of that, start punishing ourselves for leaving. We hid, we got lost, we're in the closet somewhere, and we can't find our way out right now. But our Father has sent a solution to the problem. That's the atonement. So it's there for us when we want to go home. All you got to do is ask. Say, Holy Spirit, please take this pain away from me. And it starts uncovering all of the shame and the pain and the anger and all that stuff. So I hope this message got through to you guys. I know that it did for me. Thank you for allowing this transmission to come through, because when I am speaking it, I get to keep it. So this is an amazing back and forth, guys. To give is to receive. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening wherever you are, day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. You guys have a wonderful one. Peace be with you, and I will see you guys on the other side. And also, I'll see you on Lesson 6. All right, guys, take care.
Prepare yourself from the birth to the dirt. Prepare yourself for all it's worth. Prepare yourself from the birth to the dirt. Prepare yourself, the last ego on earth. Prepare yourself from the dirt to the birth. Prepare yourself from the birth to the dirt. The last ego.